I've generated over 100 quality leads in the past 3 months for my painting client, and I've also generated 444 leads for a super cheap cost per result for my car detailing client over there in Winnipeg. So this video is going to be broken down into 5 steps. In the first step, we're going to quickly go over images and videos with the new Andromeda update that really focuses on the creative content. Then we're going to move on to step 2, which is all about testing and building a dynamic creative ad set as well as a winning campaign. Then in step 3, I'm going to show you guys metrics that actually matter and how they work and what you should focus on so you know a little bit more of what's going on. And then in step 4, I'm going to show you guys a simple scaling game plan. This is what's going to take your winning ads to the next level and bring in the utmost value you can possibly get out from them. And then obviously step 5, I'm going to show you guys why it's important to have somebody like me on your team to help you out in the background so you guys don't have to do all the work yourself. So step 1, guys, is going to be the ad library. This is where you're going to find all of your competition and see what everybody else in the market is doing right now. So we can type in home painting. Simplicity works. You guys would be so surprised how many ugly ads are absolutely printing for lead generation for e-commerce. As soon as they see the image, they know exactly what's going on and the value they're going to get. So boom, stucco installation. They see the image in the background, done right. This is just a great ad right here, okay? Here we have another ad that I found on the ads library. This is a pretty decent ad. There is a lot going on, a lot of colors, a lot of brightness, big bold letters, interior painting, winter special. They're obviously trying to get people that are looking for a deal. They're trying to get some extra clicks. They got a few images here. There's just a lot going on. They could definitely get more conversions with more simplicity. But at the end of the day, they are going to pull in those people that are looking for a deal. I've done ads like this with my past clients before.
If you're tired of getting scammed with retailers, we have affordable prices.
The owner of the company walking up strong, firm, and confident. Prices start. This is probably the cheapest option they have, but it's going to bring in conversions, right? TikTok music in the background. Overall, great video. So with your campaign, you want to make sure the goal is set properly. If you guys want to get the most quality, you can set up a funnel with apps like GoHighLevel, but you're going to want to make sure the campaign's goal is to get leads. And then in the ad set, this is going to be who you're targeting. So budget, location, and schedule, okay? The ad set's more focused on your audience while the campaign is just focused on the goal. And then finally, the ads, this is what people actually see. So the ads are your images, videos, and your text. So now with the new Andromeda layout, it looks a little cleaner, but it's the same idea. You choose an objective, you choose your audience and your budget, then you load it up with creatives. Facebook is finding what's on your ads and then pushing it out depending on what's visually on your ad. So now we're gonna be moving on to step 2, testing campaign and dynamic creative. Everybody starts out by testing images. You're going to want to test a lot of different strategies and you're going to want to test a lot of different things in order for you to find what works. Because guys, once you find what works, you're going to be able to print. If you guys want to learn how to actually set up a campaign, I have another video on my channel. I'm going to put it in the top right for you guys to click on. The main thing you need to focus on is in the ad set right here, set it to dynamic creative. This is going to test multiple different images at the same time. You can test up to 10 images and videos. Facebook is going to use the AI inside to literally find what ad is doing the best. This ad was getting leads for $2, so Facebook spent $281 just on that ad. So step 3, metrics that actually matter. Everybody overcomplicates the metrics. I'm going to simplify it for you as a local business owner. The main things you care about are cost per lead, number of leads, frequency, and lead quality. These are super important things. I'm going to quickly explain to you what them all are. My favorite is frequency because it's very different. It shows you how often people are seeing your images. So if your ad is at a 1.5 frequency, that means every 2 people, one of them saw it twice. If your frequency gets up to things like 3 to 3.5 or even 2.5, people are seeing the same ad multiple times. Obviously, the number of leads, focus on how many leads the ad's getting. If it's not getting any, it's probably a terrible image. The cost per result is super important. Cost per lead, cost per result, cost per purchase is different for every niche. you guys will start to see common information. And I'm just going to tell it to you. For painting, it's anywhere from $21 to $30 for a cost per lead. From car detailing, it's usually around $2 to $5. Once you start making ads and images, you're going to see these averages, these regulars. You're going to start to remember these numbers, and that's how you're going to understand what your cost per result could be. It's all about testing. And then the lead quality. This is the main metric people don't talk about because you don't see it unless you have a GoHighLevel funnel. If you're just starting out and you're just running a campaign, guys, it's not going to do enough for you. I'm telling you, you should really start to try and learn about a funnel. Having that funnel set up is going to get you the best quality because the Facebook pixel actually targets for people that actually book in or people that actually book a quote. You guys can definitely start up, get some good quality ads going. Is this process tedious? Yes. You do not want to be spending all this time making ads, doing images. You're not even skilled in that field. The field you're skilled in is running your business. So to let you guys know, there's a link in the description to book a strategy call. On that call, I'll show you where you're at now and what you guys need to do. I'll show you what your ads look like, and I'll show you what you need to do to get better. CTRs is your link click-through rates under 1%. It's probably not a good ad, guys. It's probably not going to convert a lot of people. Less than 1 out of 100 people are actually clicking on the ad and going into it. You're going to be able to see the averages in your CTR, and you're going to want to focus on that. And then your cost per click. I honestly only look at the cost per click and compare it to the ads that actually did good. So you can see here, cost per click. CTR was 3.10, which is phenomenal. Cost per click was 25 cents. It only costed us 25 cents for someone to click on the ad. We're now going to move on to step 4, and this is all about scaling the winners. Guys, there is so much you can actually sap out of those ads that are doing well throughout the year. If you find a good image, you can run that ad 4, 5, 6 times out of the year for a month even, right? Because a lot of the times it can still print, it can still be profitable. The frequency is not too high. Have a way higher budget for your winning campaign and get way more results daily and just cycle through the winners. And as you keep testing images, you're gonna find more winners and you're gonna have a lot more things you can cycle through. After 2 to 3 weeks, you're gonna know really, really well what ad was performing and what ad was bad, especially if you have a low ad spend. If you have a high ad spend, you'll learn a lot sooner. Throw that into another campaign, which is the winning campaign, and you're gonna actually set this to single image. So you're now going to focus on the actual image itself, and you're gonna have all those 5 options for that one singular image, and you're just gonna keep printing. When you make a new winning campaign, the cost per lead can sometimes jump because the campaigns have to learn like 2 separate times, which is kind of annoying. But at the end of the day, a winning image is a winning image, and you're gonna print once it figures out what's going on. If I helped you out, help me out and drop a like and subscribe. Hopefully you guys can all print with these ads. I wish the best for you, man.